Hello. This is another story today about an important concept, an interesting story. And story means it's not a fiction, a constructed one, but a real life one, which I witnessed myself when I was working in that organization. A new joinee by name Ranjini is brought by the HR executive to the reporting manager by name Sumati. Sumati is the client services manager. When Ranjini is brought there, Sumati was really busy. But on coming to know that Ranjini has come for joining the department, she asked the other people to leave, pushed aside her laptop, kept the files little distant, asked Ranjini to sit, requested the HR executive to move on, and she started interacting with Ranjini with complete attention for about 15 minutes. She did not explain much about the work but got to know more about Ranjini in the first interaction, and she asked Ranjini to go to another employee, a senior person, to further understand about the work. The next day, when Ranjini was working in a table, she got a call from Madam Sumati. Since it was the first time a call from the manager, in the second day, Ranjini went there with some expectation and fear, of course. And Ranjini opened her handbag and pulled out a small paper cutting and gave her and said, Ranjini, looks like there is a competition for singers in a particular channel. You may try. Ranjini was definitely surprised. She had not expected this, and she asked, Madam, how is this? She said that when you told me yesterday, I could understand that you are very much interested in singing, and this could be a good opportunity for you. Ranjini was overwhelmed, said thank you very much, madam, and went back. And the next day, Ranjini was working, and then Sumati came that side and asked her, have you applied? And Ranjini said that, sorry madam, I thank you for all your concern, and you brought a slip for me from home, but looks like my mother doesn't want to send me to any public television channels, so I am not able to go. Is that the case? Sumati was a bit surprised. She said, okay, fine, during the tea time you come to my table. Around 10:30, Ranjini came to Sumati's table. Sumati asked her to sit and asked for mother's number, Ranjini's mother's number. Called her and spoke to her on phone and explained how seriously interested is this Ranjini in singing and what talent she has, and she can be definitely sent for that competition. Looks like Ranjini's mother agreed, and looking this superior talking to mother and recommending her case and strongly supporting, Ranjini was further very impressed with the way Sumati was handling the new joinee, an unknown person hitherto. Then work continued, and then again the next day, other than the work etc. follow, Sumati remembered to ask Ranjini whether she has applied or not. She again said, fine madam, I applied, I got a reply also. They have given me a date. But you see, you are trying to help me so much, but I am very unfortunate. It's coming on this coming Saturday. I will not be able to go because it's a working day for us. Sumati thought for a while. Looks like yes, but let me think over it. We shall discuss this during the lunchtime. Lunchtime, Sumati said, no, coming Saturday you please attend the competition, no problem. She said, madam, I cannot take leave, I am a new joinee. In induction they said. I said, Sumati said, no, I am not asking you to apply for leave. You can take a compulsory off. You can work the next Saturday and Sunday. So Ranjini was not sure what she was saying. She said that it's okay. You have to work on another holiday, that's all, which I will allow you to do. But this Saturday you take off and go. And she also said, I'll speak to superiors and HR and make arrangement for this. So Ranjini was completely relieved. The next Saturday morning, the day of the competition, Sumati sent a SMS to Ranjini. Ranjini felt so happy to receive a best wishes message from Sumati, and more than that, she was very impressed and overwhelmed by the gesture to remember Ranjini's day of competition and send her a wish. Sunday was over. Monday, Ranjini came to office. It's a 5-story building. The lift was not working, and Ranjini had to hurry up and climb through the steps. As she was climbing through, whomever she encountered, faced, coming against from the top floor, congratulated Ranjini. Ranjini was surprised that why people are congratulating me. Of course, I am selected in this competition for the next round, but I had not informed anybody else other than my own manager Sumati. But how do these people know? She went up further and she was about to go to her seat, and the person sitting next to her in the office also congratulated, and she asked him that how is that everybody is congratulating me? How all of you know that I got selected? And then he said that don't you know? Go to cafeteria and see in the notice board your name is there with a congratulatory message from Madam Sumati. She ran up there, saw that, and her eyes were all wet, and she was very moved. The story ends here. This is happening. So what is that we can learn out of it? What is the inference from the story? It's the crux. That's the purpose of narrating the story here. For the next 2 years, when Ranjini worked in the organization, she would swear by, and whatever Sumati says, there was no second word. And Ranjini stretched and showed her excellent work skills in the job. Between them, there was excellent trust, absolute trust. The learning here is about the way to build a trust. Though Sumati did not do this all with conscious efforts, she did it because that's her nature. But people with such nature are the people who build a trust with others. Ranjini is a stranger, a young girl, a junior person, one of the several working under Sumati, and she had come here to work for salary and nothing more. This is how many people interpret or infer about their own job. But to Sumati, other than all this, Ranjini is also an individual, a human being with desires, with fears, with everything, with emotions. Therefore, Sumati understood, like we always say in our course, she identified the emotional needs of Ranjini, and she could do that because she gave so much of personal attention, and she did active listening during the initial talk. She understood and she acted upon. She took efforts to remember a newspaper announcement a few days back, and she had searched for it, clipped it, brought it to office and gave it to Ranjini. And she did not stop there. Since she wanted to help her, she went extra miles by talking to her mother when there was a problem, and talking to HR and other people when there was a second problem about working day, and ensured that Ranjini attended the program and competition, and also reminded her on the day and wished her. And more than all that, when she got selected, Sumati celebrated it. She was so happy about the success of Ranjini. So the essential parts here is understand the people's desire and goals, whoever you are dealing with. Give importance to it. Support that goal. stand by them, facilitate and help them in whatever manner you can, and be happy about their achievement. If all this are done, so why would anybody not love us? Why would anybody not like us and stand by us? If we can do this with every team member, with every colleague, superior, we behave like an excellent human being, and people, I am sure, they will try to behave more than what we do to them. Because it's said, kindness can never be given away because it's always returned in abundance. Trust, a powerful, emotional, intelligent concept in managing social relationship. Thank you.